There are people who have the ability to wake up a minute, even seconds, before their alarm goes off, or to know what time they've woken up without even looking at a clock. Now, thank God I don't have to get up in the mornings, but the potential of the body to keep such accurate time is remarkable. Mark, come and have a seat.
Okay.
Thanks ever so much. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
So
Hello.
tell us what you do for a living.
We basically have a clock shop in London and we buy and sell clocks and I restore them.
So you live and breathe clocks and watches and timekeeping and clockwork,
Yeah.
which is exactly why I've asked you to come here. We're in a fairly bare room, really, and what I'd like you to do, just before we get into this, is to check that I don't have any hidden timepieces, stopwatches. There's nothing around that could be signalling me at all. So will you do me a favour, just before we do, just have a good look around. Please take your time to do that. You can leave your book there. Cheers.
No.
Nothing up the ceilings?
No, there's nothing on the ceilings, nothing hidden behind the stairs, nothing.
Okay, and there really genuinely isn't, and equally nobody here is going to be getting clues at all. And you'll realise this is important later on as we get into this.
Okay.
So, you wear a watch?
Yeah.
Could you just take that off for a second?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. That's rather nice. If you just hold it flat on your hand and put your other hand over the top like that, maybe face up. So, great. Now you'll know this yourself, but for the purposes of people at home who may not, when the second hand reaches the 12, it essentially resets the mechanism and sends a tiny shudder, a tiny little vibration through the watch. And if you know what you're looking for, you can see that even from the back of the watch, even through someone's hand, because it sets up a vibration which will resonate through the hand itself. Now, presumably you don't think you'd be able to tell when that second hand was reaching 12?
No, definitely not.
Okay. It's a question of really kind of relaxing and getting a sense of when that is. You feeling anything?
Yeah, it's like pulsing.
That was it. 1, so that should be 2, should be on 3, have a look. 4, 5,
exactly,
6,
yeah. Amazing.
7,
yeah.
8, show the camera, 9, 10, 11, 12, you getting that? 13, 14, 15, you got that? Absolutely spot on. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, I felt a pulsing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it is odd. Now, actually, you deal with clocks. You know, actually, that's nonsense. There is no shudder. There's no vibration when it reaches 12.
No.
That's not really what happens, of course. Thank you for not saying anything. All that is, actually, I looked at the watch before you put it in your hand, and I made a note of where the second hand was, and I was just counting until it got around to the 12. All right. This is what really interests me because it's difficult to keep time that accurately, but some people can do this. So look, here's a stopwatch for you.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to try and estimate a time period that you give me as closely as I can to the second, and you can test me on this. All right, so give me any time period you like, between 2 and 5 minutes.
Okay.
Tell me what.
3 minutes.
Exactly 3 minutes?
Exactly.
Sure?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So get ready.
Okay.
Okay, and I won't look at you while we do it, but start now. All right, I'll face away. That's a minute, isn't it, or so?
Yeah, you're exactly right.
1.5.
Yep.
Three, 2, 1, stop. How close was I? What is that time?
2:59 and 68 seconds.
68 seconds?
Yeah.
That's a miracle in itself.
6.8 seconds,
Oh,
sorry.
6.8 seconds.
6.8 seconds, sorry.
Oh, let me show you. That's 2:59 and 68 hundredths of a second.
Amazing.
Well, that's not bad. It's a
No,
tiny fraction off. But okay, let's try it with a larger period of time now.
Okay.
I want you to give me a period of time between an hour and 3 hours. Entirely up to you.
1 hour and 14 seconds.
That's you not wanting to sit there for 3 hours, isn't it? I understand. Okay, take that. You brought a book with you. Now you understand why I wanted you to bring a book.
No, okay.
All right. What is this? This is
Oh, it's about the marine chronometer.
the marine
Chronometer.
This is where you're up to. Is it?
Yeah.
Page 116. Is this interesting? Is this?
Only if you're sort of into clocks, really.
Okay. Great. Okay. So I'll give that to you. Can you also take your watch off the table as well, so you know that I'm not going to be sneaking a look at that. So 1 hour 14 seconds.
Okay.
Let me turn away from you first. Are you ready? Is that reset back to 0?
I'm ready. It's reset back to 0.
Okay, then start now. And I'll let you read.
One hour and 14 seconds.
3, 2, 1, stop. How long was that? How long was that?
8 minutes and 2 seconds.
Yeah, so the raisins are making me feel a bit sick. Sorry, I couldn't quite see that one out. All right, I'm not going to look at you for a moment, Mark. Forgive me, you'll see why. This actually was about me trying to stop you at a certain point in the book.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay. I wasn't planning on actually waiting that long. You were taking about just about 1 minute 45 per page, judging from the sound of you turning the page, which should bring you to. You should be on page 119, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
You should be. Let me think. You should be just over halfway down the page, if I've done this right.
That's correct.
If this has worked, I've stopped you on a word that would sort of jump out at you. It says spiral and cylindrical springs. Just about halfway down the page, just over halfway down the page on page 119. Spiral and cylindrical springs. Am I close? Are you anywhere near there?
You're exactly right. Spiral and cylindrical springs. That's amazing.
Will you, let me just turn it, put your finger on it, just turn on and show the camera there. Spiral and cylindrical springs, page 119. Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much indeed.
My goodness.
Sorry for making you think you're going to have to wait
no
that long.
problem.
Cheers.
I'm just astounded. I don't know how he did it. I don't know if he's somehow using some sort of telepathy or something, or some sort of power of thought. Possibly people do have some sense of time. It makes it more amazing for me. Being a clock repairer, it makes it it's quite astounding. Very impressed. Amazing. Amazing.